It's a group.
Go ahead, baby.
We got a choir.
Very independent, very, I wanted to rule the nest.
Mm-hmm.
I was in 2 of those relationships where I ruled.
Not healthy.
I told them what to do.
And wait a minute. Let me ask you. Let me get in there. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Let me get in there. Now, what you're saying, it sounds like you're saying that all those relationships always failed, right?
They did.
All right, go ahead.
Well, that's why they're in the past. I wasn't happy.
You ended up leaving because you wasn't happy. And why don't you think you was happy?
Because they weren't ruling me. They weren't telling me what to do.
Oh my God, girl, you need to.
Because she's telling you the truth. Definitely, it's not a balance. You desperately, not do you want, see, you can't think to say, I want somebody to rule me. Innately, you want desperately to find a man that makes you want to be ruled by him.
She said that. I might agree with.
She said it, but she didn't say, she didn't verbalize it
like that before. And guess what?
But you know what he means. You know what he means.
No,
you do know what he means. No, I don't. You absolutely know what he means.
It's gonna be okay.
And you don't. You know what he means, and ultimately you just won't say it. You just won't verbalize what you say.
Oh, he's really annoyed with her. She's so sarcastic.
She's not truthful.
I bet she's sarcastic when she's coming too. I bet she's just like, oh, you think I'm coming really hard?
She probably never got one of those.
Don't think that my vagina is going out and in, but I'm not really coming. I'm not going to give you that power buddy.
They're not. I mean, I'm just trying to be honest. I really am.
You're not being honest though. Hold
on. Wait a minute. Hey, hold on. Time out. Stop the pressure.
You say I don't talk or I don't say my flavor whenever
Hold
I
on
talk.
a second.
But you're not being honest.
Because I want to hear.
You're not being honest. Be honest.
Him too.
Be honest.
I am trying to be. I'm
just
trying to agree with this woman in a way, but I'm not saying it like that.
Wild Child.
I agree with what Patrice is saying.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
I was in one for 5 years, and like I said, I rolled that one, and I tried it with an older gentleman, and he was 20 years older. I figured he'd be a little bit more,
stronger.
Bossy, but I rolled that one too, and now.
So now this new one, what did this new guy do? That was, and please don't say he socked you in the head, but what did he do to you mentally? What did he do to you mentally?
In my place. He makes me feel very secure.
He makes you feel like you don't have to, be in charge. And here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing out there. It's very difficult for a man to understand when that he needs to check something. Because sometimes you go out to eat, it could be as little as, let's go to the restaurant. Yeah, I'll order a steak and some rice. She orders whatever she orders. And the guy brings me steak and potatoes, and she feels like she needs to go, excuse me, he ordered rice. Even that small thing you have to be cognizant of, because she's. Why
would you let someone do that for you?
Hold on a second, though.
I would never let a woman do that for me.
But women do that, where they go, excuse me, but there's guys
not with me.
who would let a girl, because she could get offended, right? Guys are scared to lose the promise of pussy. So if you're taking a woman out, right, and you barely know her, and you go, hey, listen, let me get the steak, let me get this rice, and they bring out the potatoes. If you don't go, excuse me, and this could be a dangerous thing to a date.
Mm-hmm.
If you think, and this is what teaching them is, why I would do this. If you think that you have to fucking step in for my food, what you gonna look at me in life? You don't respect me right now. Now,
but I wouldn't even allow that. I mean,
Jeffrey, you're not listening to what I'm saying, though.
I am, but I'm talking about guys who would do that. You wouldn't do that.
But some people don't know not to do that. Like, if I'm out on a date, if I'm on a date with one of you, right? If I'm on a date with Carlotta, but here's the fucked up thing about the situation. Women don't do it malicious. They're not sitting there going, I'm going to take over his life when I help him. They go, I'm only trying to help.
It's the caretaker.
That's what I'm saying. So, but if I'm on a date, right, and I'm a guy, I'm fat motherfucker out with one of these girls, right, and I'm feeling like this is a pleasure to me, like, wow, they're out of my league, right? Now I'm sitting there, and I go, yes, I'll have steak, I'll have this, I'll have that. And she'll go, I'll have this, and I'll have that. And they bring the wrong thing. Now, a goofy motherfucker will go, she'll go, he ordered rice. A goofy guy will go, thank you very much. Because he's going, I don't want to make this girl mad because I want to at least smell her fucking kneecaps at the end of the night.
But most guys would say, you know what? I'll handle that. I'll take care of that.
Not most guys.
Patrice.
No, ask Wild Child. Wild Child, when you was doing things to run men, right?
Right.
It was subtle things like that, right? Like subtle things to make you go, why the fuck did he just let me do that?
I ran the whole house.
Patrice,
Unless you're going on a blind date.
A lot of women can learn a lot of things from what you're saying. I really do agree with what you're saying, and I'm saying this, and I hope that it's respected and not.
Thanks, Wild Child.
Yeah, and a lot of women can learn a lot of things for that, because I think at the same time, a lot of things you say are one-sided, but at the same time, on one side, there are a lot of things that women can learn, and I think there's a lot of things that men can learn, and I think that what you're saying.
Okay.
And I think that a man should be the provider, and I think that women do. So
why are you so not
no,
with the program then?
Let me finish. That's because you don't know me yet to understand where I'm coming from. You think that I'm coming from one direction, but you don't understand it. That's why you think I'm coming from that direction. But what I'm saying
Time to shut the fuck up.